highs in the upper 70s, some showers possible into the weekend forecast. We're back to the 80s for Saturday and Sunday. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall for WSTU 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Age comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with benefits. That's especially true when it comes to Medicare. So make the wise call and go to CignaWise.com to compare your Medicare Advantage plan to Cigna today. Cigna offers dental coverage and $0 primary doctor visits in most areas, hearing, vision, and an over-the-counter allowance all in one plan. You can even earn rewards for doing healthy activities. So go to CignaWise.com and compare your Medicare Advantage plans to Cigna today. Again, that website is CignaWise.com. Cigna Medicare Advantage, because wisdom comes with benefits. Benefit options vary by plan and service area. You must reside in the plan service area. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states, and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello, everybody, and good morning. Welcome to the world-famous Quality of Life radio show. My name is Gary Owen, president of Owen Insurance Group, and today is Tuesday, December 27th, and you know what that means. That means we only have 4 days left of this year.
New Year's Eve coming soon.
Congratulations, and you're going to hear some awesome stuff like we always share with everybody on the show this morning. And we're proud and we're honored that the show is being sponsored by Cigna Medicare Advantage. Tom, we're here every single day. Oh, my co-host.
Who is your co-host?
Extraordinaire co-host,
Woo-hoo.
the Boov.
Tom Bouvier. All right, Gary, thank you. And it is world famous. We want to welcome all those around the world, all those here on the Treasure Coast.
In the 47 countries, Tom, could you say good morning? Buongiorno, buenos dias.
Bonjour, something like that. Buenos dias, everyone.
Say le bon.
Yes.
Bon roulette.
Malakayang Pasco, Sanging Lang Lahat. That's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's in Tagalog. Or it might be Merry Christmas. Sorry, my Filipino friends.
I'll say
it's wearing off. I need to come visit again. Anyway, Gary, we are here every Tuesday morning with our wonderful engineer and producer to bring relevant content, yes, from these funny lips. You will get relevant content that can actually help you in your life. We typically have a guest, but today our guest is one another.
Yes, I'm your guest.
Man, and I'm your guest. Mine. Man, we love it. So we are here typically to support and showcase local business owners. And then, of course, Gary, you and I, we want to dazzle our listeners with our words of wisdom, our wit, and for those watching, our awesome good looks. So it won't be a boring show. It will be.
We've ever had a boring show.
No,
Tom.
There's never been a boring show. The content may be questionable, but today it's going to be very enlightening, and you're going to learn something. And we want you to stay for the whole hour. If you're driving, certainly hop on that computer, get on Facebook, or even on your phone. Go to Quality of Life Radio Show, and you can continue listening, even if you're not in your car. But we do thank you for listening.
Yeah, and we're going to share with you 10 fun facts about. What do you think it would be, the topic? New Year's Eve.
4 days away.
So, like one of the things we're going to be talking about the top 10 is the first New Year's Eve celebration took place over 4,000 years ago. That's a long time.
Wow.
So we're going to stay tuned. Stay tuned to hear more about that.
I wasn't born yet.
Sure?
Just a note.
You're sure?
Yeah, quite sure.
Then we're going to share a quote of the day with you guys, and we're going to talk about a fun health fact. So, and then, as Tom said, we are doing this show solo today, no guests. So we're going to be providing more content, more relevant information that you can use, and kind of wind up the year. We had a great 2022, and great in terms of business, in terms of personal, professional, in terms of our radio show and the content we provided, and many of our guests and our listeners become clients, and we certainly appreciate all of you who are listening, who are tuning in, who are clients, who are friends, who are family. We appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for tuning in and helping us be the world-famous Quality of Life radio show.
Absolutely.
Tom, we'll do the quote of the day today. We'll get started with that. And why don't you want to do the honors? Or you want?
I would love to, Gary.
All right.
So the quote of the day is this: without commitment, you'll never start. Without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So remember that before you set any New Year's resolutions, right? Don't make a resolution, make a commitment, and put consistency to help you finish it.
This was a powerful quote.
It is a great quote.
We can just kind of grasp that for a moment and thinking about the commitments that we have on a daily basis, commitments to ourselves, commitments to our family, commitments to our bills, commitments to our pets, and so much more. And then you have those commitments and commitments to our networking groups and being out there in the community and providing support and having that consistency day in and day out and towards your commitment so you can get to the finish line.
And Gary, on that consistency and commitment and setting goals and getting to the finish line, people do make these New Year's resolutions. And there's something really powerful about the end of one thing and the beginning of another, whether it's, of course, coming up a new year, a fresh start, fresh mindset. A lot of people reset their thinking, and sometimes they think things are going to be hard. But if you want to change a bad habit or just introduce something anew, the same time you used to always do that bad habit, now just bring in an alternative habit. Something, when that comes up, those feelings, those thoughts come up, to eat that more of that chocolate, I love chocolate, just 20 more pieces, just grab a thing of celery or something. Now, maybe celery, something that's delicious and healthy. And all of a sudden you're like, wow, this is way better than that chocolate. And again,
takes 30 days.
You might think it's going to be hard, but all of a sudden it becomes more and more easy as you do it. So just don't struggle against the bad habits. Just start introducing new habits.
And it's amazing the number of people that make New Year's resolutions. And by the end of February or the beginning of March, or 80% of those resolutions are out the window.
I'm surprised it's that long. I mean,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say by January 10th or
I'm sure by January 10th for some people, it's over. So
or January 2nd,
So that kind of goes hand in hand to what we're going to be talking about related to the top 10 fun facts about New Year's Eve. So that, of course, that's one of them. That's actually fact number 11 is that 80% jump off the boat on those resolutions. And so, as I said before, the first ever New Year's Eve celebration took place back in 2000 BC. The Mesopotamians started this tradition of celebrating the new year. So 4,000 years old. Isn't that neat?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mesopotamians, for starting such a cool tradition. Yeah, that was fun. Now on got me there with the NY, New York Eve. On New Year's Eve, that's NYE, many people from across the United States eat black beans with a belief that
black-eyed peas.
Black-eyed peas. My goodness. Oh, yeah, that's right. The glasses you loaned me.
Put the glasses on.
They eat black-eyed peas with the belief that they bring good luck in the coming years. And also, a pork or because they
pork
say why
brings good luck. They say that
But why?
eating pork brings good luck to
because I
certain
think
countries.
they move forward when they snout and they don't look backwards
Yeah,
or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But the black-eyed peas, they eat exactly 365
Really?
for each day of the year. So that
Whoa, I didn't know that.
So that's pretty interesting that that you're going to sit down and eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Eve. 365 of them. Good luck with that. Number 3, Spanish people eat exactly 12 grapes, and no less, no more, on the 31st. So at midnight. So while eating grapes, they make wishes to the gods. People following this tradition believe that it would bring good luck to them.
Well, good luck to them then for those 12 grapes, no less, no more. In Japan, New Year bells are rung 108 times in Buddhist temples around the country. They do it as a sign for welcoming the New Year god named Tashigami.
We should go see Tashigami in Japan sometime.
I don't know. I've seen statues of Tashigami. He doesn't look too friendly.
Did you get scared?
What kind? Well, I had to. I ran. Tashigami.
Number 5. So people make resolutions on New Year's Day, but most of the resolutions are pretty common for almost half the population, and they include your traditional, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to do this, I'm going to save more money, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to cut back on my alcohol, blah, blah, blah,
blah,
blah,
blah, blah, blah. Well, we can give some good ideas on the money thing today.
That is a very good point.
Yes, and it's going to be easy when we talk to you about
saving more money. We're going to show you how
even
to
a penny.
Save, conserve your money.
That's right. And Benjamin Franklin said that.
Double it.
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a penny now is worth more than later. And number 6, the most common way that people around the globe celebrate New Year's Eve is by consuming what?
Grape juice.
That's been fermented, distilled, and made into alcohol. Not just in America, but in all other countries around the world. People take alcoholic beverages to celebrate the New Year's.
That's right.
Not everyone, but some. Most.
You won't be.
I will not be.
Usually the most popular destination in the United States for a New Year's Eve is...
Oh, my gosh.
Disney
Gag
World.
me with a spoon on this.
In Orlando. But this year, Wallet Hub says Virginia Beach, Virginia is going to be the best city for celebrations.
Wow.
Followed by Honolulu, Hawaii, and Plano, Texas. Not sure what's going on over in Plano. But anyway, the 3 top popular destinations for New Year's Eve.
I think Plano, Texas. The only thing I know about that is my little Zebco, 101 fishing rods. You got the first fishing rod you ever got? You remember the Zebco?
Yes, I do.
They were made in Plano. Texas.
Plano's growing. I mean, all of Texas is exploding, man. It's
God
crazy.
bless. I don't know what Plano's about, but have fun out there. We're going to be celebrating here in the Treasure Coast.
Yes, indeed.
In our way. More than 360 million glasses of sparkling wine are consumed on December 31st. All that sparkling wine might be why 28% of Americans get hangover food delivered from restaurant on January 1st.
Yes.
And what is hangover food, Gary?
I guess it was a greasy food, hamburgers.
Is it?
I mean, Whataburgers.
Well,
who knows?
Shoot. I always picked the wrong stuff. Well, when I would drink and had a hangover, it just made me throw up or something. Excuse me.
All that
Can
stuff.
I say that on the radio?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, yeah.
It's your show.
It's your show.
Number 9, normally 1 million people flock to Times Square, not me, to see the ball drop. The ball weighs nearly 12,000 pounds.
I would have never guessed.
And is covered in 2,688 Waterford crystals, crystal triangles. The ball has been dropped annually since 1907, with 2 notable exceptions. Due to World War II light restrictions, Times Square remained dark in 1942 and again in 1943.
Dang old Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, thanks.
Scumbag.
Yeah, he got his he got his Oh, my goodness,
Just
already?
Reward.
All right.
20 minutes. Oh, my goodness.
Do the last one already.
All right. 56 tons of trash are left in Times Square after the celebration, which takes 300 sanitary workers about 15 hours to clean it up. So, people, if you're out there in Times Square this year, pack it in, pack it out. Come on, be a good Boy Scout.
56 tons.
All
right, it's 20 after, so we are going to our first break of the show. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show. When we come back, we're going to share some valuable information, news that you need to know.
Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Age comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with benefits. That's especially true when it comes to Medicare. So make the wise call and go to CignaWise.com to compare your Medicare Advantage plan to Cigna today. Cigna offers dental coverage and $0 primary doctor visits in most areas. Hearing, vision, and an over-the-counter allowance all in one plan. You can even earn rewards for doing healthy activities. So go to CignaWise.com and compare your Medicare Advantage plans to Cigna today. Again, that website is CignaWise.com. Cigna Medicare Advantage, because wisdom comes with benefits. Benefit options vary by plan and service area. You must reside in the plan service area. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states, and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
All right, welcome back to the world-famous Quality of Life radio show with Tom and Jerry. Tom and Gary. It's the Tom and Gary show. So the last show of the year, 2022, we're glad to have you with us. We're going to share a fun health fact. Tom, we're going to talk about the internal clock and emotions and what colors play on that. This is really amazing stuff, how colors can affect us emotionally.
I read this, Gary, and it's quite an interesting study. And I was a theater major in college, and I took some lighting class, and it talked about how different colors on a stage, create different emotions and stuff. But I never saw it in this terms like you're about to hear. But scientists have found that bright blue light may help reset your circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm. I'm going to have to Google that in a moment. What is circadian rhythm? Do you know?
It's like a 24-hour cycle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
on
your
sleep.
body.
That's right.
Yes.
I just read about that, actually.
Yes.
Circadian rhythm, if it gets out of whack. So studies show blue has the biggest positive effect on the physical, mental, and behavioral patterns you go through every 24 hours. Researchers are looking into ways it might help treat depression and other mood problems. And now the color green seems to make positive emotions stronger and negative emotions weaker. White and pink may also have similar effects, but researchers are still studying those. Meanwhile, the color red seems to have the opposite effect and make negative emotions. That's like a red stop sign.
Right.
It tends to bring forth an emotion in me I don't like. Like those linked to failure and danger. Danger, Will Robinson. See, blinking red light. More intense. Yeah. Okay, well, interesting.
So colors, what's your favorite color, Tom?
I like blue.
So do I.
I'm a blue man.
I like blue and green. Those are my two.
Blue, I like the navy blue if it's on a boat. I like the light blue if it's in the sky.
And I love the red, white, and blue.
God bless America.
Amen.
I do too.
All right. So now, before we go into how you can make, let's see, was it $6 million?
Gobs and gobs of money.
Let's talk about the Medicare annual enrollment period. So it's gone. It's over. It's history. So if you were not able to make a change to your Medicare plan in 2022, for those of you that live in most of Florida, not all of Florida, but most of Florida, counties were affected by Hurricane Ian. And so there is a special enrollment period, or an SEP, that is available until March 30th. So if you missed the opportunity to make a change in your your Medicare plan, you still have an opportunity due to the SEP. So the good thing is, and the good news is, hope is not lost.
Right. And
for those procrastinators.
And who would they call, Gary? I mean,
well, I think they
for
should probably call a number that's so easy, it just rolls off the tongue so easy. 210-1020.
Oh, that's too easy, Gary.
Too easy. And make sure you add a 772 in front of that.
Okay.
In case you're not local here on the Treasure Coast.
But if you like to be more precise and clear about, or you write things down a little bit slower for all of our constituents, 772 210 1020. Don't not 20. It's 20. So 210-1020. I can say it fast, too.
Either number works fine to get us. Yeah. So if you've got questions, and also for those of you who missed your ACA or Obamacare health care enrollment, guess what? You have until January 15th.
A second backdoor, a second deadline.
So again, guys, gals, the clock's ticking. And so if you procrastinated, you waited too long, things got in the way, life got too hectic for you, and you took care of everybody else but yourself, now's the opportunity. You got 3 weeks to get it done, and give us a call, and we'll give you a free quote. What the heck? Doesn't cost you anything.
Absolutely.
And we've saved people lots of money on there because of the new higher subsidies. People are now saving a lot of money, and some are even getting $0 premiums or less than $100 a month for premium.
And guess what? One person in this audience, or in this studio here, rather, who forgot to renew their ACA plan.
Did you really?
Yes. Listen,
we were busy.
I that is my excuse, but I must tell everybody in Radio Land around the world, I hate shopping for insurance. No, that's not a gimmick. I'm not just saying that because you hate it as well.
Who loves it, though?
Dang. I tell you what.
Who loves it?
I hate it. And I kept saying, I got to renew mine. I even was telling my clients, listen, I got to renew mine just like you. I got till the 15th. But I made a vow I'm going to leave the office at 8 o'clock. And I thought, I'm going to do mine before 8 o'clock. And then driving home, just having done the last couple for other people.
When you got home.
And then as I'm laying in bed, I'm thinking, I am not getting up. Well, fortunately, I have a plan. It's just going to roll over for next year, and they're going to charge me all this extra money. They do. But before the 15th, I will get online, and I will get it done, and hopefully find a better plan for less money. And that's my goal. Tom, be good to yourself in 2023. So
yes, indeed. All right, good. So now you got info on the Medicare changes in the AEP, OEP, and SEP, and then as well as Obamacare, ACA, individual health insurance, if you're under 65. So, and keep that in mind. Again, give us a call at 772-210-1020, 772-210-1020.
That wasn't that hard, was it, Gary?
I love it.
No, but yours does flow off the tongue faster, and it does sound better.
Everybody
I
remember
agree.
210, 1020.
I agree.
So, and then finally, the next show that we do, it'll be 2023, and we're going to have new information that people are going to need to listen to and get information on. But I think probably, Tom, you and I will probably agree right now, of all the things that we do, that we have our hands in, of course, Medicare is rewarding because we help a lot of people with their Medicare planning, and people are lost and don't know how to do it, and they don't know how to get to Part B, and they need help. So we're there as a resource for people to help them to enroll in, go on Social Security website, help them to enroll in a Medicare plan. But I think even more rewarding than that is being able to save people money and protect their nest egg from becoming scrambled eggs.
That's
right?
I love you saying on that. That's nice.
Your financial advisor hopefully did a good job for you, in the last 4 to 6 years, and helped you to accrue a nice nest egg. And now, as we're winding down, you're getting closer to retirement age. You're 62, and you probably should not be investing heavily in the stock market, because look at the risk. I mean, my plan. It makes me want to puke in my mouth to see my Roth IRA go from here to down there.
Yes.
And not just me, but there are a lot of people that that have that issue, with investing in the stock market, having a 401k or 403b or whatever, a simple or SEP, whatever it is that you have. But in my opinion, I think that, there's, multiple buckets of money where you put your money in. And as you get close to retirement age, you need to start thinking about protecting that investment.
That's right.
And there is something that's very powerful, Tom, that we know about investing. And I think it's considered the 8th wonder of the world. And it's called compound interest. It is absolutely amazing what compound interest is. Not only compound interest, but protecting your money, your nest egg, from further losses. And so we have a vehicle that will do that for you, that will save your money. You will never lose another dime in the market, but yet you could enjoy the increases in the market, and participation rates vary from one company to the next. But again, protecting your nest egg from becoming scrambled eggs, that's going to be really important.
It really is. And before we get into the details on that, Gary, of course, protecting, preserving, and guaranteed income, that has that potential for that compound interest. And you said it's the 8th wonder of the world, and if you don't mind, I'm going to give a quote, which we gave this last week, and if you listened to it, you heard a banker also expound upon the power of compound interest. But Albert Einstein, which I think most would consider him a brilliant mind, said compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe, and a billionaire named Warren Buffett, out in Omaha, Nebraska, confessed, "My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest." and Benjamin Franklin, in the first American self-made millionaire who did not come from great wealth and a blue spoon in his mouth or whatever that's called, he said, "Compound interest is money makes money, and the money that makes money makes money." How bad? Listen, how can it get more simple than that?
It can be simple. I think maybe sometimes financial advisors, I took a look at my financial 401k statement, and, being a former financial advisor, of course, myself, taking a look at all, 30-some pages of stocks being traded, it's ridiculous, right? It becomes too much. And then what really is happening? At the end of the day, I'm still losing money, and I'm still losing, my nest egg.
Well, stock sure will come back. Keep it in there.
Yeah. Well, that's great if you've got 10 years to, 10-year time frame or 7-year time frame.
Or if it's not Enron or what?
You're right.
Qualcomm or what are the other big major corporations with hundreds of billions of dollars that their stock went to goose egg.
Yep.
Went to zero.
Yep.
It can happen, folks. I'm not saying it will, and most likely it won't, but it could. It can, and it has.
But why? I mean, the question I guess I would ask, any of our listeners will ask you or anyone here, if you had the opportunity to take your money out of something that's so risky and losing it all and putting it into a vehicle where it's going to protect and preserve your capital and continues to grow in the market. Now, if the market tanks like it has in the last year, guess what? Now, I have my money in this vehicle, and that money that I have, I took out of a 401k plan, rolled it over into this vehicle, and during the last year, guess how much money I lost?
Zero. Yeah.
I love it. And the year before that, we gained like 6 or 7%. So it's great to be able to go point to point and take that money. But if you're in the stock market and it's gone down, guess what? I don't have to worry about that.
That sounds like eating the best, most delicious part of a steak, or the center of a watermelon, or the juiciest part of a beautiful mango. You're taking the best of both worlds.
Right.
When the market goes up, you're participating, and if it goes down, you're not losing anything.
Yep.
Okay, now that's
that's
cool.
So you're putting that risk on the insurance company, obviously. So that means that the participation rates may not be as higher as in the stock market, but the opportunity as we get close to that retirement date.
That's right.
We've got to be very cautious in how we protect and preserve our money. And what better way to do it than an FIA, and making sure that it is safe and it is secure and that you can participate in the stock market when it goes up.
Yeah, last night, I don't know why, this was like one of the last thoughts I had before I went to bed, because I knew we were going to be talking about this today. I was thinking, okay, now, you may not have this amount of money, but this might be chump change for you if you're listening as well. But let's say you've accumulated $750,000 in pensions, IRAs, income savings. You inherited some from wherever, and you're close to retirement, as Gary was saying. You're getting close to that retirement age, and all of a sudden, that $750,000 was in the stock market, IRAs, different things, or individual stocks, and let's just keep it at a flat 20%. Now, mine went down 28%, so I don't know what's up with that. But let's say over the last year or two, you lost 20% of $750,000. That's $150,000. So now that $750,000 that you were comfortably 1 or 2 more years to retirement is now $600,000. Ouch is right. How many years do you have to keep working? I personally have at least 2 or 3 clients. With their spouses, it's more like 4 or 5. They said, I can't retire. I have to work another couple of years because of the stock market. All based because their money was in there. If they would have transitioned a portion of that or let's say all of that $750,000, of course, in the timing, but even 5 or 10 years from now, they could have appreciated the nice gains, 5, 6, maybe it wouldn't have been 20% gains, but 4, 5, 6% gains. And then when the bottom fell out for everyone else, you're sitting pretty.
That's right.
You got your $750, and that's what Gary's talking about, these FIAs. And certainly give us a call if you don't know what that is. We're not going to can't give all the details today. Call us and we'll let you know.
And my account down 35%.
Oh,
it hurts. It really
does.
It really hurts. And so does that mean that the stock market has to turn around and increase 35% to make my money back, Tom?
That's what it seemed like.
No, I got to do more. So if it goes down 35, you actually need about 40% to get back what you originally lost. So the market has to go up higher. So what's the chance of that happening? We don't know. So if you're close to retirement age, you don't need to take that risk. Trust me, you don't have to. You can protect it, preserve what you've grown. And know that you have lifetime income. So down the road, when you preserve that capital, you continue to grow. And then when you're ready to retire and you're ready to start turning on that income is for life.
Wow.
For your entire
That's like
life.
A Social Security benefit check.
Isn't it great?
Well, supposedly.
All right. So
nice.
I guess it's time for our last break. More valuable information coming back after this break. You're listening to the Quality of Life radio show on WSTU 1450 AM and WPSL 1590, and also live on Facebook. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Age comes with wisdom, and wisdom comes with benefits. That's especially true when it comes to Medicare. So make the wise call and go to CignaWise.com to compare your Medicare Advantage plan to Cigna today. Cigna offers dental coverage and $0 primary doctor visits in most areas. Hearing, vision, and an over-the-counter allowance all in one plan. You can even earn rewards for doing healthy activities. So go to CignaWise.com and compare your Medicare Advantage plans to Cigna today. Again, that website is CignaWise.com. Cigna Medicare Advantage, because wisdom comes with benefits. Benefit options vary by plan and service area. You must reside in the plan service area. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states, and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jupiter, and Indiantown, Martin County's Heritage Station.
All right, welcome back to the final segment of the Quality of Life radio show, the final show of 2022.
Final countdown.
And that means that you've got to do something different in 2023.
If you want something different.
Tom, I'm going to ask you a question. Would you rather have $1 million up front, or would you rather have a penny a day?
Oh, $1 million anytime.
That doubles every day for a month.
I heard money now is better than a money later, so I'll take the $1 million.
Yep.
But especially if it's tax-free.
But what about the compound interest on a penny?
It's just a penny, dude.
Yeah.
What's a penny going to do?
It's amazing what a little penny can do.
Okay.
We see a penny on the ground, we don't even pick a penny up
end
anymore.
Of the month, well, if it's a nickel, I'll pick it up. I generally don't bend down for a penny.
Well,
but
I gave you a chart that says a chart of a penny that doubles every day.
Uh-oh.
Take a look at that and tell me if you think choosing $1 million up front was the right thing.
Dude, I mean, in a week, in 7 days, I'm only going to get 64 cents, so it's doubled. So day one, I get a penny. Day two, I get 2 pennies. Day 3, 4 pennies.
That's not a lot of pennies, Tom.
In a week, Gary, 64 cents.
Well,
you're going to have me.
Keep on going.
Wait. Okay. All right. No, great. So now on day 10, I can get a Starbucks coffee, for $5.12.
That's right.
And I'll buy you one on day 11.
But what happens 2 weeks later? Where you at from your penny now?
Oh, well, 2 weeks.
14 days.
$81.90. Okay.
All right, so now I can buy, a nice steak dinner.
Yeah.
You and Debbie going out for a nice steak dinner
especially
somewhere.
If I cook it at home, which is
that's right.
Quite honestly much better. Now I see day 20. Holy cow.
Now we're talking about.
Now Evan can go on a cruise. $5,242.88. $4,200. Dude, from 1 penny.
From 1 penny.
Not even 3
doubles
weeks.
every day.
In 21 days. 20 days. 21 days is $10,485, dude. Oh. Well, I still got $1 million, so I'm still ahead of the game, I'm quite sure.
All right. Now what happens, let's say now the day 25, where you at?
All from a penny doubling. $167,772.60.
Over a penny.
Is this like one of those Aesop fable, the tortoise and the hare?
Isn't
I
that
took the $1 million.
Wonder of the world.
Oh,
and
my.
now we see why.
What happens on day
Compound
30,
interest.
Gary? Oh.
Now that penny turns to $5.368 million. So you're saying you'd rather have $1 million up front?
No, that is not my final answer.
Oh, okay.
Well, it probably was, so I'm
The
SOL.
power
The power
of compound
of a
interest.
penny.
It's amazing.
Well,
So-
I like that. I like that. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So now, I don't know if there's any 25-year-olds out there listening to us. Probably not. But I'm sure there are parents out there who have 25-year-olds who might be working, who might be earning $50,000 a year. So just kind of put some things into perspective for that 25-year-old. I wished the old version of myself would go
Yes.
back to when I was 25 and slap me around a little bit and shake me and say,
they were to say, you're
"Listen,
55, you're an old man. Go back to walking
Go
on your
back to when I
cane,
was
old
25.
man. That's what we thought about
Yes,
55-year-olds.
I know.
Now I
25-year-old.
could whoop 99% of the 25-year-olds' butts.
Yes.
I know I could. Now there'd be
Experience, wisdom.
I'm sure there's some of them that'll crack me in half and
Yes.
split me open.
A few here and there.
Yeah.
So you have a 25-year-old child that's earning $50,000 a year, and all they need to do is invest 10% of that money
$5,000 a year.
a year. By the time they retire at age 65, they'll have over $2.5 million. So imagine starting young, starting now, whether you're 21, 25, or, okay, you know what, maybe you started late, maybe it's 40. Better that you start now than just keep putting it off. And having a retirement plan that's based on hopes and wishes.
So that's 40 years of savings, right?
40 years of savings.
So I'm going to get my calculator, $5,000 times 40. But, Gary, that's only $200,000. How are they going to get
How do you squeeze 2.5 out of 200,000?
Are you shenanigans? You
Isn't
pulling our
that
legs here?
amazing? With compound interest, what happens to your
A
money?
miracle. It's
Wow.
like putting that stuff in the flour and the bread, making it rise.
Yes. It's like magic.
It's
like magic.
I believe in magic.
And then
Now,
at 65 or at 62,
it's a miracle,
you take
actually.
some of that money, you put it into an FIA and protect it so you don't lose it. And then when you turn the money on, lifetime paychecks.
You just paychecks coming in.
Every single month. And if it exceeds the $2.5 million that you put in or $1 million that you put in or whatever the number that is that you put in, you live beyond that money, guess what happens? Does the check end? Or do you still get paid lifetime?
I hope so.
You get paid lifetime.
Lifetime.
100%. So,
My goodness.
I mean, that's the thing that we can do. We can help. There are a lot of naysayers out there.
Yeah. Now, what if they're 40 or 50 now? Can we help them?
Well, I'm 55, and I have an FIA account. I have a friend of mine who's.
Do you need a big
45.
lump sum? I mean, a lot of these financial investment type people will say, well, roll over your $100,000 or your $50,000 or $250,000. Is there anything for like us small people that didn't maybe save a lot of money?
Well, when we talk about the flexible premium annuities.
Whoa, what's that?
Wasn't that nice?
It's
like a savings
now that flowed
account.
off your tongue. I like that.
It's like a savings account, right? So instead of putting money, let's say $100 a month into your savings account, making 0.02%
at any age
interest. At any age, if you want to put in money into this flexible premium account, then you're going to put it into there, and you're going to earn interest, and it's going to protect you. You're not going to have any downside risks. And then, Tom, there's another plan out there called 5 for 5 or 5.25 for 5, actually. I think it's gone up.
Sounding good
It
so
might,
far.
It might even be even higher today. I haven't looked at the numbers today. But for 5, instead of putting money into a CD, I mean, there are a lot of people that, for odd reasons, like to put money in CDs.
It's safe, Gary. I get my now it's a big 2.14%.
I'm tying up my money,
and I got to
for
tie it up
5
for 5 years.
to make 2%.
I like it's my
1.5.
local bank. I trust in my local bank.
So how about taking that same, $100,000? I think it's $100,000 the minimum on that account, and make 5.25%.
That's $5,250 in the first year alone.
First year alone. So the money's out there. There's opportunities out there. You just got to, listen, pay attention, and have a desire to protect some of that income. We're not sitting there saying you should put all of your money in these types of investments. Of course not. But certainly, again, there's other buckets to put the money in. But the FIAs work very nicely, especially for those that are close to retirement age, Tom, and they don't want to risk any more of their money. It sucks to lose that money.
So it sounds like I'm not a big financial advisor, but I have heard the term diversification.
That's right.
So as you just said, maybe don't put it all. So if you had if you did say 500,000, 750,000, you could take a quarter of that, 250,000, or a third of that rather, 250,000 into something guaranteed. Can't be lost.
That's right.
And it could only. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct.
And it can be converted to a guaranteed income for life.
That's correct. Now, keep in mind,
that.
I do too. And keep in mind, I mean, yes, I mean your money's tied up because you have a 10-year surrender charge, or a 5-year, or a 7-year surrender charge. So it depends on the plan that you get in. But if you're looking at putting it in and taking it out before the term is up, don't do it. I mean, but they do allow you, though, to take 10% withdrawals every year after the first year. So if you really need that money, without a penalty, yes.
Oh, so if you need it, okay.
Tom, all I see is win in all these categories.
Yeah. And so now, let's say you're doing pretty good and you have enough money to live, and your Social Security, your pension, and the cash that you don't put in that annuity or thing. Do you have to start taking that money out at a certain age, or can you just let that grow until you're 90 or 100?
Let it grow if you want to grow. But and if you don't want to turn on the income and you still want it to grow, yes, of course you can do that.
Nice.
Well, there's one thing I'd like to say about compound interest. It does not discriminate. I don't care where you come from, how much money you have or don't have. I don't care the color of your skin. I don't care your demographics. Compound interest treats you the same.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
That is. And on all that fact, I recall reading a book many years ago, The Millionaire Next Door. And if you're young, especially, and maybe if you're not, but it was such a powerful book because it talked about the study of all these millionaires, and many of them were janitors. All they did was work janitors, and they worked overtime, and they socked their money away. They lived like they were in poverty most of their life. And then at age whatever, I retired at 50, and I got my Social Security, I get this. And if they invested wisely in one of these things for 20 or 30, 40 years, they got $2 million, and they're sitting pretty, and they're traveling on their cruise ships, rubbing elbows with Evan 9 and all the big mookie mooks.
That's right.
And and it doesn't matter. So I like that. It doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't discriminate. Obviously, the only thing compound interest needs is one thing, and that's time. I mean, that's something that as we get older, we always wish we had more of.
Yeah.
But if you're wise enough to hear our pleas, for those of you in your 20s and 30s, time is on your side. And so invest wisely, invest in the market. And if you're now in their 60s, 62, and 63, 64, you're looking to retire, you want to protect your nest egg. And we can help you do that. And again, Tom, we do not charge to talk to somebody. So if you want a consultation, feel free to give us a call for next year, 2023. And we'll let you know. And there's some great things too about some of these FIAs where, some people come to us and talk to us about an FIA versus putting some of the money into a long-term care policy. Because at age 60 and beyond, I mean, long-term care is so expensive, unfortunately.
Especially if you have some health issues.
Or you may not be able to qualify for it.
You can't even get it.
So the great thing about some of the FIAs out there is that you can have a rider automatically included into that policy. And God forbid that you do need long-term care. You cannot meet 2 of the 6 ADLs or activities of daily living. Now that lifetime income stream that you're collecting, let's say you're collecting $1,500 a month in lifetime income from your annuity. Now you have $3,000 coming in each month because of that long-term care doubler. So there's some really great products out there.
I like that.
And solutions for people who maybe don't have enough money, who don't have the money to buy a long-term care policy. They do want lifetime income. So there's a plethora of solutions out there. Again, it's kind of like Medicare. There's not a one-size-fits-all. Sit down and talk to us, and we'll give you some ideas and see if it makes sense for you or if it doesn't make sense.
And I have an individual, a mutual friend of ours, Gary, a businessman, and he has he didn't want to buy a big long-term care policy, but he said, I got this whole life policy, Tom, that had been collecting money. It's got, I just want to be done with it. I'm going to take the $5,000 out. What can we do with that? Can I get a long-term care policy? Say, no, we can't, but we can put it into one of these FIAs, roll it into that, and then he said, and I'll even pay $25 a month, the flexible premium. So seed it with $1,000, $5,000, whatever you got in your hand, and then just put $2,500, $500 a month away. And next thing you know, in maybe 20 years for him, that's going to be a nice nest egg that can help pay for long-term care needs if he has it.
Exactly. And I think, we talk about, sleeping pills to help you sleep at night. You don't need sleeping pills to sleep at night. You just need compound interest to help you sleep at night.
Just instead of counting sheep, you're counting those pennies multiplied.
Exactly.
Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly.
Oh, I love it.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
I mean,
pennies jumping over. And now 2 pennies. And now 4 pennies.
Now millions.
Now, in 30 days, it's millions, man.
All right.
Awesome.
Again, the power of compound interest is
Dang, this was
side.
fun. Just talking about it is fun.
I love it. I mean,
give us a call, man. Give us a call.
We're everyday folks just like you.
Yep.
And we want to make sure that we take care of you, take care of our clients, give you ideas, give you solutions that will help you in your travel of life, because it just, before you know it, you're ready to retire. And everybody we talk to is, as they come to us, talk to us about their Medicare planning, they're turning 65, and they go, I cannot believe I'm here. I cannot believe I'm sitting here talking to you about Medicare. I'm 65 already. It just goes by so fast. People who are 25 and 35, they're like, oh yeah, that's I can't I'll never see that age. But we all say the same thing.
We all do.
It catches up on you. So anyway, we are at the end of our show already. That was so quick, so wonderful, so informative. Hopefully you've got value out of it. I want to say thanks to all of you who are listening in, and follow us next year. We're going to be back with you again next year. So Tom and I will be back next week talking to you in 2023 about some more phenomenal things and sharing with you great wit and wisdom that will provide. Thanks for joining us. And please remember to stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.